Hey everybody, not a proper setup today because again I've just been busy and wanted to try and get out a quick video just because I haven't updated for quite a while. I believe in my last video that I posted, I think, was that my £4 loss video? I can't really remember. I should have checked really before posting this video or recording this video, but I haven't. So yeah, let's just go through. I know I lost £4 at one point. I got down to my lowest weight so far on plan of 11 stone 10, I think. And then since then, the week after that, I gained a pound just because I'd been out for a meal and stuff, so it was perfectly, it was understandable, you know. The following week I couldn't weigh in with my consultant because my youngest daughter was poorly, like really poorly, so I couldn't take her out, so I didn't get to weigh. And then I haven't really been on plan properly because I'm just gonna be honest, this time of year it's cold, it's dark, I suffer with depression and anxiety. I've mentioned this way back in the beginning of starting this channel. It doesn't matter how much weight you lose, what you change in your life. Sometimes what happens up here is it's just how you're wired, you know. And I love Christmas, absolutely love Christmas. I've always loved Christmas, but for some reason this time of year it just, I don't know, I get really worked up, very, very stressed, very overwhelmed, anxious. I start to feel a bit low, and it's like the closer to Christmas we get, the worse I seem to feel. And it's really silly because like I said, I love Christmas, absolutely love it. Christmas itself makes me really happy. But I think it's just all that pressure of, you know, like all the expectations and, you know, everywhere you go. I think it's worse with like social media these days and all these TV adverts and things. You get bombarded with, you have to buy this, you have to look this certain way, you have to have your house decorated a certain way, you have to buy this most expensive thing, and it's just everywhere you go there's just so much, and people constantly coming up to you like, how far along are you with your Christmas preparations, and like have you bought your food, have you bought your presents, have you got everything wrapped? And then people like boasting on your social media like, oh, I bought all my presents months ago and it's all wrapped and it's all under my tree already. And normally I kind of shut down, and then I don't get anything done throughout the month of December. And all my Christmas shopping gets left to kind of like the week before Christmas, and I usually end up wrapping on Christmas Eve every year, and I'm even more stressed, and I don't go to bed or like to sleep till probably about 3 in the morning. And so then Christmas Day I wake up and I'm very tired and I'm very grotty, and the anxiety and everything is worse. And then after Christmas I tend to get even worse, that little bit between Christmas and New Year. And then of course New Year comes along and it's all that everybody's putting pressure on you again. It's that whole new year, new me type of thing. And I can't deal with it. And I know it makes me sound like such a grumpy, bar humbug, Scroogey type of person, but it's not at all. It's just, I find it's just too much pressure on me and I don't deal well with that. So with just dealing with my mental state and this time of year, also I think I get a touch of the whole SADS thing with the weather and everything and it being dark. I just can't focus on losing weight right now, and that's the reality of it. And I'm not giving up on the diet, and I'm not going to get to my goal. I'm absolutely going to get to my goal because I've worked really, really hard this year. Like I said, I've lost nearly 4 stone with one-to-one since February this year, which is an insane amount of weight to lose in a year. And before that, you know, I lost some weight, and so I'm over 5.5 stone, or I'm about 5.5 stone lighter since January last year. So to lose nearly like 6 stone in less than 2 years is madness. And so there's no way that I should beat myself up about it or lie to you about what's going on with me right now. And you know, I've just put a post on my Instagram, if you follow me there, it's Koren's one-to-one journey, about how don't feel bad that you're not following plan right now, because look at all the positives that have come from following plan and from losing this weight. I mean, I'm still not like really happy with this but I'm so much more confident in this body and feel a lot happier with this body than my 17 stone 4 self, you know, because I was massively overweight, massively unhealthy, and very unhappy with who I was. Just knowing that I'd let myself get like that, and even way back in February being 15 stone 7, excuse me, it's not good. Well, I'll let you know, I got weighed yesterday, I think, and I'd put on 2 pounds simply because I haven't been on plan. I haven't been eating stupid, but just with eating normally and not drinking as much water as I had been, and I feel it, like I need to drink more. I'd gained 2 pounds, but I'm still in the 11 stone bracket. I'm currently weighing in at 11 stone 13 pounds. So yeah, I've gained back 3 pounds, 3 of the amazing 4 that I lost, but it's not the end of the world. And like I said, instead I'm going to focus on things like, yes, I've lost nearly 6 stone in less than 2 years. I've lost nearly 4 stone this year. I've gone from wearing size 18s to wearing 10s, you know, 8 to 10s on my top, and wearing size 12 dresses and size 14 bottoms. And I feel so good. I can walk up the big hill near my house in 10 minutes and I'm not out of breath. And before, it used to take me half an hour and I'd have to keep stopping and I couldn't breathe. And you know, I can even my boots slop round on my feet now because I've lost weight, and I have a lot more energy, and I think like my skin feels better, my eyes look brighter, my hair has grown an insane amount this year. Like, what? I'm getting it cut and coloured tomorrow, so I'm going to be feeling like a new me. You know, I had the confidence to go out and buy my wedding dress, which I didn't, you know, when I tried on dresses last year, no chance, no, I was not going to buy my wedding dress at that size. I could not even imagine walking down the aisle looking the way that I did and feeling the way that I did. So the fact that I've actually bought my wedding dress and it's in like a straight up and down sheath style, that's all I'm telling you. I mean, that's insane. I cannot explain to you how much this diet has changed me this year. And I don't want anyone to think, like I said, that I have given up, that I'm not continuing, because I know in the way that my head works, as soon as Christmas and New Year is out of the way, I can start to pick things back up, and you know, I can kind of be like, right, wipe that slate clean. January's here, let's do this. And of course it'll only be about 6 months till my wedding, so because I'm getting married in June and that's insane. It's literally like 6 months to go, and I know that, you know, I'm going to go into January and I won't be thinking, oh, I have like 7.5 stone to lose. I'll be like, I have about 2 stone to lose, just under 2 stone to lose. And that's wonderful because I can lose 2 stone. And if I do one-to-one properly, stick to it 100%, drink my water religiously, then I can lose 2 stone in 2 months. By the end of February, I could be at my goal. I could be at my goal before the end of February if I really try. So yeah, don't come for me. No hate. I've worked incredibly hard this year. It's not about just sitting there and eating the products and drinking the water. It's the whole mental state. And it's every time you go out, you know, not going to that cafe and having a sneaky cake or having a soya latte or something. It's sitting at that dining table with your family every single night and them having a nice home cooked meal that I've had to cook for them, and I have to sit there with a product. You know, I don't think anyone realizes how hard it is to say no all the time and to have that discipline. You know, for like nearly a whole year I've been doing this plan, and it's incredibly hard. It really is. But at the same time, the products are delicious. They're filling once you get into that ketosis. They're filling, they're delicious. And I absolutely love this plan, and I would highly recommend it to anyone. And I cannot wait to get back on my one-to-one journey in January. But for the time being, the one thing that needs to take a step back is this. Well, I've cut other things out. As I've mentioned many times before, I'm a mum of 2. I work 2 jobs. Yeah, I quit one of my jobs. So I now am a mum of 2 with 1 job. And I needed to, because my head was just like, oh my God. And people talk about needing a bit of you time and taking a moment out, and I was literally working. Some weeks I was working 7 days a week, and I do like really long shifts at my main job. I would do like 12-hour days, do night shifts, and then get hours given to me at my second job. So you could be coming off like a night shift and going into a 10-hour shift there, and I had to cut my hours right back at my second job and say to them, don't give me that many hours please, because I'm exhausted, I'm getting burnt out. And then it was just like, even cutting my hours back wasn't enough, and I was just like, I'm not getting any days off. I'm not getting any time to like just do my housework, for example. You know, I just needed time to come home. And I just, you know, I've had a couple of days since quitting my second job where I've, you know, my partner's taking the kids to school, I've made a cup of tea, and I've sat there in my pajamas for like the whole day, making tea. I'm watching YouTube in my pajamas until like 3 o'clock when it's time to go and pick my children up from school. And I know that sounds incredibly lazy and like a bad thing, but it was like I needed that self recharge day, and it just felt great. And I felt like, right, now I can deal with the kids coming home and doing tea time and bath time and homework and all the rest of those mum duties that come with working and having kids. And I think it's incredibly important to remember to give yourself praise, acknowledge your accomplishments, no matter how small you think they might be. They could be life-changing to somebody else, or someone could be watching you and thinking, you are doing amazingly. I wish I could be you. I wish I could do what you've done. And I think it's very hard for us to look at ourselves and think, you know, you should be proud of yourself, and, you know, you need to take time out and things like that. So I'm sorry, I feel like I'm really like rambling and being quite negative, but I'm really not. I'm making little changes to try and make things more positive for myself right now, and I'll still keep you updated on here as much as I can. I'm sorry my posts aren't religiously like every week at the minute. Life is busy, especially with Christmas coming up and 2 young children. But I'm okay. Yes, I haven't gained like 1,000,000 stone. You know, I'm still in the 11 stone bracket. I'm looking forward to Christmas. I'm looking forward to having a roast dinner. I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna sit here and be stupid and eat chocolate and gorge myself, because there's no point. I've worked hard to get to where I am, and I want to continue this and be a new and better me. Yeah, and so quit my job and I'm just taking a little time away from focusing 100% on one-to-one. But January, I'm going to be 100% again. And I am, you know, I'm having like a product still for breakfast. If I'm sort of out and about and I'm busy, I'll have a product for lunch. It's usually my evening meal where I'm having something a bit more substantial, just because it's really cold. I'm cold all the time. And I just feel like I need that little extra something to fill me up. Not all the time, because I hate that feeling of going to bed full now and waking up still feeling full. Like, it's not nice. I don't like it anymore. So it's not all the time, because I don't like feeling like that. I'm used to being on like 800 calories a day and having small portions, so there's that. But yeah, and I mean, I went out and I bought some new jeans today in very like mega skinny fit, size 14. I did try on the 12s. I got them on, but I couldn't do them up, so we're close, you know, maybe half a stone more and they'll fit, which is encouraging. And I got a nice new dress in a 12, and it fits really nicely. Actually, if you go on over to my Instagram, if you're seeing this on Thursday the 12th of December, yes, head over to my Instagram, because I have a poll going currently with 3 dress choices, and I'm just asking for some advice on which one to wear for my work Christmas do tomorrow. I'm not sure which one to wear, and all 3 dresses can be dressed up and dressed down, and like I said, I'm getting my hair done tomorrow, so I'm going to have fresh hair for my work to do. One of the dresses I'll either pair with like tights, and I've got like black boots, or I've got nude heels, and I've got a couple of different clutch bags to try and stuff. So I just need to piece together an outfit, but I'm not sure which one to go for. But we're just going for a meal. We're eating off plan again. But see, this thing, I don't want to feel bad for going to my staff do and things like that. And I think December is like the only time where I actually really go and do stuff and feel that need to kind of eat with people and stuff. It's silly, isn't it? But yeah, and I'm getting a cold. I'm very like so yeah. But anyway, I just thought I'd let you know where I'm at, give you an update. And if I don't speak to you before, then I'd like to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And if I do speak to you again before all that, then I'll see you soon. But until now, bye.